People give a lot of advice about university, and let's be real, some of it's straight up wrong. Hey guys, my name is Kanomi, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I know I haven't posted for like 2 weeks, and I'm sorry, I've been thinking about you all, but as you can tell, university has done some things to me, so I wanted to give my take on everybody's university advice and let you know how wrong people can be. Oh, and to add how I'm qualified to talk about this, I am in my 3rd year of university. I did kinesiology, now I'm in neuroscience, and especially I will talk a lot about research in this video. So I did research in my 2nd year of university. I did neuroscience research. I had my own research project. I wrote my own paper. Ain't no way I'm publishing that because it was straight up garbage. I wanted to talk about that, give some advice on the research side, on the postgraduate side, and as well just in general for anybody going through 4 years of hell. One thing that everybody always starts out with in these videos is don't take an 8 a.m. course. I'm here to tell you that 8 a.m. courses have been the best thing of my life. Now, if you know you can't wake up, just don't do it. Don't do it, don't suffer, don't put yourself through that. But if you are a morning person, or at least a half morning person, they're the most elite thing that you could possibly take. Because you wanna know what? You wake up early. Your days feel longer. You feel better than other people because you wanna know what? You got up before the rest of the world. Kind of. Secondly, everybody always says go to office hours every week. And let me tell you, do not go to office hours every single week unless you have genuine questions. And just a little side note, don't take up the entire office hours with all of your questions. Just a little side note. But if you are going to these office hours, especially to get that connection for research, or if you're interested in what this professor is doing in a lab, or any sorts of things, or you just, I don't know, you like the professor, I don't know, don't go to office hours to do that. Office hours are important time for all the other hundreds of students that they're teaching. Send them an email and be like, hey, I'm really interested in such and such topic. Where can I learn more about this? How can I find out more? And give an actual reason as to why you're connected to it. Don't just be like, I'm interested in this. How can I find out more? No. Personally relate yourself to that. Professors take way more interest in that and will sometimes, if you're lucky, make time for you so that you can learn about it. This is how I got my research, and I'm going to be straight up. Getting research a lot of the time is straight up luck. It's luck. It's the right time, right place, right person. It's luck. But yes, don't go to office hours to do that stuff. Go to office hours to ask genuine questions. And if you have a question outside of class stuff, email them. Third, get a real calendar. See, look at this. You see how it's a nice calendar and it's in pen? That in pen is important because if you're using a Google Calendar, if you don't get something done that day, you can just be like, I'm going to do it the next day. Let me put it here. Let me drag and drop it. I don't know. I've never used Google Calendar, but you can put things in for the next day. And you can delete your consequence, all your guilt from the first day. Be like, oh, I didn't do it, but it's not there anymore, so it doesn't matter. No, get a real calendar, write it in pen so you can't erase anything. And you want to know what? People are going to tell you that. Get a calendar, because I'm sure it's the same advice as other people, but you're going to forget to use it after 3 days. That's okay. Don't feel bad. You can feel bad a little bit, but get over it and pick that calendar up again and start using it. You didn't use it for a month? No worries. Get over it. There are multiple months in a year for a reason, and you still have days to track. So get over yourself, pick up the calendar, and might I add, always keep it in your backpack so that every time you open up your backpack to get your iPad, to get your pens and papers, you see that calendar. And if you have a spare 5 minutes, write out what's going on for that day, what you need to complete, and don't write a million things. Make it manageable so you don't feel bad. Do like 3 things, and that's all you need. Next, everybody, I've heard a lot of people say use Rate My Prof. Rate My Prof is absolute bullshit, especially for first or second year courses. In those courses, everybody is either like a year out of high school, fresh out of high school, and they're used to being the best in their class. They're used to having teachers fall for their every whim. And in here, they're going to be coping, being like, this prof is horrible, blaming everything on the prof because they got a bad mark. Now, for 3rd and 4th year classes, Rate My Prof is a little bit more reasonable, but the 1st and 2nd year classes, you really gotta take those Rate My Profs with a whim. All those people are coping, they're feeling salty because they got a bad mark on the professor. And I would like to add, I had this one class with this professor, and his Rate My Prof score was a literal 1, the worst you could get. And I win that class, I finished with an A, and he was the most sweetest, most amazing human I have ever met, and I literally don't understand why his Rate My Prof was so bad, because he was amazing. He was fantastic. Everybody else was coping. These 2 points tie together, so I'm going to start off by saying post-grad schools see through everything. You have 5 clubs. Susie down the block has 6. They see through everything, and this ties to don't stress about joining clubs just to join a club. Do something you're truly passionate about that you are willing to do long-term, commit to long-term. Now, I have seen and I have heard so many people, I've even had friends tell me, oh yeah, I'm joining a club this year, I've joined this club, and I'm like, oh, why are you doing it? And they're like, oh, well, I needed a club. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I have had a professor tells me they see through all of that. Do something you're truly passionate about, because I've had resident doctors tell me that, you could do so many clubs, you could do all these volunteer things in 1 year, but that's only 1 year worth of work. The best thing is, even if you're just dedicating 1 hour, but you do that for 5 years, that adds up, that shows commitment. And also, I don't know, it just seems fake. It seems really fake to join clubs just to join clubs. You should really always do something you're passionate about, and that's where you'll meet the true connections, and that's where you'll get the best opportunities. It's just doing something you're passionate about. Don't do something because somebody else is doing it. I guess this kind of falls into my next point, which is don't compare yourself to others. Now, I know it's easier said than done, and I see it a lot in the sciences, and especially in those competitive programs. And with this, especially, don't make fun of others to make yourself feel better. See, I switched programs from kinesiology to neuroscience, and so I'm back in a lot of those first year classes, and I am seeing so much of this. People will put others down, make fun of others because they don't feel good about themselves. I don't know, they need to feel better than other people so that they feel like they stand out and what they want to do will happen, and that, I don't know, that they're going to succeed. I really don't know why people do this. It really just makes you look like a jerk. It makes me not want to be friends with you, share any of my advice with you. The best thing to do is to admit you're not the best. It sets the best example for those around you, and it makes making mistakes and not being the greatest okay. And part of this stems from Don't set unrealistic expectations on yourself. In reality, set them really low. Set horrendously low expectations. You made it to university on time. Get yourself that coffee. That's meaningful. And finally, don't lie about what you do to appear better than others. It'll just make yourself feel worse because you aren't actually doing it, and it'll just put you in a whole pandemonium of comparing yourself, lying. You are great for being you, and that's all that matters. Where you will be where you're meant to be, you don't have to lie to get there. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I really hoped this brought some reflection, or I don't know, gave you some advice into what to do for the next following year. I was really just reflecting on my past year and my past 3 years, and I realized that I did really great this year, and I wanted to share how I got there. Now, my advice won't always work for others, and others' advice definitely will not work for you. I'm telling it, because my brain is unique and your brain is unique, and none of us all have the same brain. I don't know, unless you share a brain, like those conjoined twins, they're the only ones who have the same brain, alright? Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and if you have, please like and subscribe. It means the world for me, and I really do pay attention and engage with the community, and I like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions, so please comment about what you think I said right, or if I said something wrong. I want to hear what you think I said wrong, because I'm just a person too, and I want to hear why I'm wrong. So thank you for making it this far, and toodaloo!